Um, Welcome back to my channel. So I first off want to thank all the viewers who watched my first video. I can't believe there were already 200 of you who tuned in, despite the video being only up for a few days. And as a new creator, I'm very thankful for that, especially to those who left comments. Thank you so much, and please look forward to more videos. I hope you enjoy these videos where I just talk to the camera. Well, not the camera, but through this YouTuber model. I will work towards improving the quality of the videos. This whole UI gotta go. I want to improve the background image as well, and maybe get a better microphone, and but those things will come with time. I just want to talk about the things I like for now. So the topic of this video will be about one of my favorite animes, the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Coming off from the last video where I just complained about Rurouni Kenshin for 5 minutes, this video I'll explain why I really enjoy the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. So first off, I want to start with the premise. Now, the main character is a character called Kyon. Kyon is a normal high school student who goes through the motions, does his homework, hangs out with his classmates, and all that stuff. Now, where it's framed like a normal slice of life, but as the story progresses, you realize it's quite different. You actually learn that he meets Haruhi Suzumiya in the first episode, and you realize that, hold on, Haruhi Suzumiya is a god. She's an omnipotent god able to literally warp reality as she pleases. The catch is she doesn't know she can, and when she exercises her powers, she doesn't know she's done it. Now, the other cast members, you have Koizumi, who's an Esper, you have Nagato, which is a robot, and you have Mikuru, which is a time traveler also from the future. And the whole premise of the show is everyone keeping a delicate balance to keep Haruhi not in the knowing that she is a god, and basically keep her in check and make sure she doesn't fully screw up reality. And they go through pretty hilarious and funny adventures trying to achieve that. And it's really light-hearted fun. Each character has a strong personality. Mikuru is quite shy, Koizumi is kind of there to keep everyone in check, Haruhi's crazy, Kyon is kind of the mediator. He's the audience self-insert, he's the passive observer, or the active observer, and he comments on things he sees. You have Nagato, which is the cold robot, in the really shy, just bookworm. I think the personalities work together very well, which is why I really liked it, but where it really ascended to the level of my favorite anime of all time is in the movie called The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. So where this movie came about is during an arc throughout the anime in the second season called The Endless Eight. Now, it's called The Endless Eight because Haruhi loops her summer break over and over, effectively entrapping all the cast members in a time loop. Now, it's quite an incredible story because Haruhi, not wanting summer to end, she literally deletes time before and after summer, so it's forced in a loop over and over and over. All the characters are unaware of this change except for the time traveler, who realizes at the end of the loop that because of the powers of Haruhi, she remains, her memory gets reset at the end of the loop. So it doesn't matter that she finds out that holy crap, time is being looped. The only character who truly knows what's going on and is experiencing the loops over and over is Nagato, the robot. Although she is just a robot, she's not a normal robot. She's actually, according to the story, on the same level of omnipotence as Haruhi. But she is kept within the boundaries of her programming. So, although she can exercise these godlike powers just like Haruhi, she is powerless to intercept. So, throughout the Endless 8 arc, where summer is being looped over and over, you slowly see Nagato's life sort of drain from her eyes, and you can see that the time loop is really affecting the effectiveness of her programming. Her desire to do something about the situation is very strong, and in the movie she breaks through that programming, and what she does is she doesn't delete, but she changes reality both in her favor in the form of removing Haruhi from a position of godhood, as well as to the benefit of her friend Kyon, who consistently nagged and complained about his life situation dealing with gods and espers and time travelers in the anime. Now, I found the movie so engaging because at the start of the movie, you're predisposed to think, man, Kyon is, he's pretty lucky, he has such an exciting life, why is he complaining about it all the time during the anime? But at the beginning of the movie, you get hit by this sudden realization that, hold on, this is a serious movie. And throughout the 2 hours, you see Kyon fight for his friends back. Nagato gives him a path to relive his old life and reset reality, as it were. But he has a time limit to do so, and he has to do it quickly and effectively. Also, he has no idea how to do it, so you really see him really desperate to fight for his friends back, and he, at some point in the movie, is literally on his knees, begging for his friends, why don't you remember who I am? Reality was only the way I remember it 1 day ago, what has changed so suddenly? And he pieces it together in the end of the movie. And at the climax, you see him talking to another version of himself. One version says to him, isn't this what you always wanted? You always complain about these things, and now you have them. You're fighting for what you always complain about, what are you doing? And the new version of Kyon, he says, that old me is gone. I now have learned that, I should be grateful about what I have as opposed to what he was doing before. So he kicks away his old self, and the ending of the movie is very cathartic, He finally appreciates all the adventures that he's had, and it almost recontextualizes the whole anime from a certain perspective. He learns that all the adventures he had and the mishaps, all the little slice of life moments, they were all, they were valuable to him, and this movie developed him as a person going forward. Now, unfortunately, the series, at least insofar as it's animated, ends there. I think I'm droned on long enough. It's probably a pretty poor explanation of what the show's about, to be honest. But yes, please watch it if you have time. It's probably very hard to get into if you go straight to the movie. I would strongly recommend watching the anime first to understand the context and the characters involved. And at the end of it, you'll have had a life-changing experience like I have many years ago when I watched it. But that's it for now. Once more, thank you to all the viewers who tuned in my first video. I'm really amazed how many views it has, even only after a few days of it being released. So yes, please keep commenting and liking, and look forward to more. Thank you so much for watching again.